Hello and welcome to my most highly requested deep dive video of 2024, and here I am finally bringing it to you in 2025. And the reason for that is because the company that we're covering today, Make Wellness, has been incredibly secretive about their new business opportunity, and it has been very, very hard for me to find information on them until now. Nearly every email and Instagram DM I've gotten about this company has said something to the effect of, can you please make a video about Make Wellness? So-and-so that I know just signed up for it, they're posting about it, but I have no idea what it is, I can't find any information. And to that I say, you and me both, sister. This was on my content calendar to do a deep dive about them in September of 2024. And back then I spent an entire day trying to dig up information and I couldn't find anything. It was a completely wasted day. So I put this topic on the back burner. I was just gonna wait it out, see what happens. I knew that one day things would come to light. I would find my treasure trove of information at some point and then I'd be ready to make the video about it. And here we finally are. And the reason the information was so difficult to find is because until November of 2024, Make Wellness was in a pre-launch phase. They're also calling it a pre-enrollment phase. This is a huge cornerstone of my concerns with this so-called business opportunity. There's a lot of red flags with the pre-launch phase. There's an entire section of this video dedicated to that. But essentially, information about this new business opportunity was not available to the public for a few months unless you actually join the company. At which point, then you get access to their secretive Facebook groups and their online platforms where all the information is being shared and circulated. And the only way you could get into it is if you had a referral code or a referral link of somebody that's already within the organization who is recruiting you into it. But as we sit here today in January of 2025, the business opportunity is finally available to the public. You can join with or without a referral code, and the products are finally for sale for customers. And not only that, I was able to crack into one of the online platforms that one of the big teams in Make Wellness uses. They call themselves Team Impact. And this is the online platform where they post everything. All of the training videos, all of the corporate videos, all of the compensation plan details, all of the testimonies and the product photos, infographics, PDF documents detailing all the different steps you should be taking if you want to be successful in this business opportunity. It is a treasure trove of information that I spent hours and hours sifting through, screenshotting, downloading in order to compile the highlights of what I found to show you in this video. And let me make one thing very clear. I would not have known where to look for all of this information if it was not for Julie Anderson. Julie is a fellow anti-mlm commentary creator here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'll have her social platforms linked below. I would highly encourage that you go subscribe and follow Julie Anderson if you have not already. She's a former member of the MLM company Monate, and she offers a great perspective of what it's like to be a member of these high control companies and how your brain is operating at the time of your involvement, as well as what it's like to deconstruct as you leave. She's had a lot of personal revelations about what that meant for her to be involved in an MLM company versus what it's meant for her to get out, and she applies that knowledge to her commentary. She's unfiltered, she's hilarious, and she's done so much great coverage of Make Wellness as things unfold. And you know how I said that it was really hard to find information on Make Wellness unless you actually join the company? Julie actually did that for research purposes. She actually signed up for Make Wellness during its pre-launch phase for the sole purpose of getting in there, seeing what she could figure out so that she could report back on her YouTube channel. And that actually resulted in her getting found out and kicked out of the Facebook groups that she was a part of, as well as having somebody from the company submit a copyright infringement claim on one of Julie's videos, which was an unjustified copyright claim to be submitting, and thankfully YouTube sided with Julie and let her keep her video up. Let's just put it this way, Julie walked so that I could run with this video. She deserves a huge portion of the source credit for the information I'm going to be sharing in this deep dive, in addition to the Team Impact platform that I was able to weasel my way into, as well as information I found on Make Wellness's own website and their own materials. All my sources are linked down below, and Julie has a playlist of over 13 videos just about Make Wellness on her YouTube channel, so please make sure you check out those as well. And for legal purposes, everything stated in this video is a matter of my own personal opinion, my own personal interpretation of the things I have seen. And the great thing about opinions is that I can form my own and you can form your own, and I really encourage you to do that. I encourage you to look at what I'm showing in this video, think about it critically for yourself, check out the sources I've linked below, make your own assessment of them and your own judgments. And that's that on that. I just felt the need to say that at the top of this video. Now let's get into a brief overview of what Make Wellness is as a company if you're not familiar with it already. They're a brand new multi-level marketing company that was founded in August of 2024, so only 5 months ago at the time of filming this video. And here's the founder, Justin Prince, describing where the name Make Wellness comes from.
And that's when we launched this company, Make Wellness. And it's this concept that we can not only make wellness in someone's health and wellness, but also make wellness in their financial situation, make wellness in their homes by teaching value and principle-based leadership. We can make wellness in their confidence and their courage, all the key areas of someone's life. We could really make magic happen and make a difference in people's lives.
And as with most MLM companies, they've got some kind of gimmicky product, right? Something that's made with unicorn dust, that's never been done before, that's better than anything you've ever tried, something that they hired their own scientists to come in and say is the greatest, most revolutionary product ever to hit the market, and it's gonna fix all your problems. And in the case of Make Wellness, their unicorn dust product is what they call bioactive precision peptide. They're supplements, pills, and drink powders that you mix with water. Surprise, surprise, another MLM company selling magic pills. As if we needed one more supplement MLM in this world. Whenever I see a name like this, bioactive precision peptides, I'm immediately turned off. Whatever it is, I don't want it because they've named it in such a pretentious way that I immediately assume their claims are a bunch of crap. This kind of name sounds like you're gonna have to sit through a 20-slide presentation to figure out what the heck the product even is and what it's designed to do. But then the presentation is peppered with all these big scientific words intended to confuse you, so you don't really know what's going on or what they're talking about, but you don't question it because it sounds fancy. You just assume that it's some kind of groundbreaking science and you dump hundreds and hundreds of dollars along with your hopes and dreams into it. We've got a whole section of this video dedicated to the products and the insane health claims associated with them, but here's the thing, this company is not focused on the products right now. For the first 3 months after Make Wellness was founded, they weren't selling any products at all. No products, no customers, just people who recruit more people, which is just as sketchy as it sounds. We're going to be jumping into that whole pre-launch mess too. But first, I'm very excited to tell you about today's sponsor, a staple in my household for the past 7 months, Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon brings you the delicious nostalgia of your favorite childhood cereal in a high-protein, no-sugar form. You've heard me rave about their cereals in the past. The fruity flavor is my all-time favorite, followed closely behind by peanut butter and birthday cake. And I love this cereal not only for breakfast, but as an afternoon snack or a pre-workout snack, post-workout snack, nighttime snack. You really can't go wrong. It's got 13 to 14 grams of protein per serving and 0 grams of sugar, so it satisfies that sweet craving without that yucky sugar crash feeling afterwards. But what I'm really excited to share with you is that Magic Spoon has recently launched treats and granola as well. I've been loving the treats as the perfect on-the-go high-protein snack. They've got 11 to 12 grams of protein and only 1 gram of sugar. They come in yummy flavors like chocolate peanut butter, blueberry muffin, and marshmallow. And I've taken these with me on travel days when I'm flying. Sometimes I'll cut them up into little cubes to give my toddler as a snack. My husband will take these to work in his lunch. I always have a box on hand because they're so convenient and everybody in the house loves them. And the brand new granola keeps the Magic Spoon promise. It's got 13 to 14 grams of protein and 0 grams of sugar per serving. They come in honey almond, mixed berry, and peanut butter flavors. This goes great over yogurt or smoothie bowls, or you can be like me and just eat it by the handful while standing at the pantry. If you'd like to get hooked on your new favorite snacks with me, you can head to the link in the description box below and use my code Hannah Alonso at checkout for $5 off. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed by a 100% happiness guarantee online. You can also find Magic Spoon in your nearest grocery store or on Amazon, but if you want to try it at a discount, again, you can go to magicspoon.com/Hannah Alonso, use the code Hannah Alonso, or scan the QR code on the screen right here for $5 off. Thanks again, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring today's video. I think the best place to start with this video is by uncovering who exactly is behind the Make Wellness company, because it's quite the controversial cast of characters once you dig into it. I was pretty surprised. The founder of the company is this guy, Justin Prince, and Justin has a history with MLMs. In fact, he was an equity holder and the #1 income earner in the MLM company Modere with a team of 60,000 people below him. And that all came crashing down in October of 2023 when Justin was terminated by Modere via email. The purpose behind the termination is unclear. Following his termination, Justin sued Modere, and in his complaint, he said that, I'm paraphrasing here, that Modere was in dire financial straits, they were heading for bankruptcy, and they just couldn't afford to keep paying Justin his $300,000 monthly commissions checks anymore, so they just terminated him and got rid of him. But then Modere turns around and sues Justin, and in their complaint, they say that he was terminated because he was deliberately trying to sabotage and cripple Modere's business by soliciting its sales force and using Modere's trade secrets and proprietary information to start his own business that would then compete with Modere. Also in Modere's complaint, they allege that Justin Prince was conspiring with a man named Justin Serra, who was the senior vice president of global sales and marketing at Modere. Well, who did Justin Prince appoint as his CEO CEO of his new company Make Wellness? None other than Mr. Justin Serra. So Modere is alleging that the Justins teamed up to do harm to Modere by creating a competing company. These lawsuits are still open at this time. To my knowledge, nothing has been resolved yet. I have links to both of those lawsuits down below. I encourage you to read through them yourselves because naturally I'm totally paraphrasing here. There's a lot more to it than this. I'm just giving a very brief overview of them. But here we are, less than a year after he was terminated from Modere, Justin Prince founds this new company called Make Wellness along with Justin Serra. Now the plot continues to thicken, if you can believe it. Justin Prince's co-founders of the company are Truman Hunt and Robert Finnegan. According to an article on BehindMLM.com, Robert Finnegan was the old chief marketing officer at Modere and is now in the role of chief marketing officer at Make Wellness. So that's now 3 former Modere guys that are all teaming up to start this new company. Truman Hunt is listed as the co-founder and executive chairman at Make Wellness, and his past includes being the former CEO of the MLM company Nu Skin. And according to this Behind MLM article, under Hunt's leadership, Nu Skin was fined by Chinese officials for running a pyramid scheme in 2014, settled allegations of Chinese bribes and corruption with the SEC in September of 2016, and settled a pyramid scheme class action lawsuit for $47 million in October of 2016. Truman Hunt then stepped down from being Nu Skin's CEO 2 months later in December of 2016, and now he has ended up at Make Wellness. As if all of this isn't bad enough, at the time of pre-launch, we also have Dr. Jen Milks, who is listed as one of Make Wellness's co-founders. I'm sorry that this screenshot is so poor quality. It's the best I could find because actually it's a very old screenshot of a screenshot of a screenshot, and Dr. Jen Milks is no longer listed as a co-founder on the Make Wellness website. Here's my conspiracy theory about this. Hang with me for a second. Dr. Jen Milks is also known as Dr. Jen Myers, who was cited as the DNA expert in a now defunct MLM company called Euphoria back in 2019-2020-ish. And maybe defunct isn't the right term because Euphoria actually just rebranded into a new company called Nucleogenics. But the point is, around the same time as her involvement with Euphoria, Jen Myers was accused of illegally portraying herself as a doctor and issuing more than 2,000 prescriptions to patients. She has pleaded guilty to practicing a profession without a license, which is a 3rd-degree felony. As part of her plea deal, she will not refer to herself as Dr. Myers, the DNA doc, the genetic counselor, or any title or designation tending to indicate that the person is a genetic counselor, medical practitioner, or as an expert of any profession that requires a license. So, yikes! And here she is popping up a few years later being listed as the co-founder of a new MLM company called Make Wellness, but not under the name Jen Myers anymore. Now she's going by Jen Milks. I don't know if she got married somewhere in there and that's the reason for her name change, but notice that the doctor label is missing completely. At the time of pre-launch, Jen Myers/Milks was listed as a co-founder of Make Wellness, but now she no longer is. Nowhere to be found on the website, not listed as a co-founder anymore. And my conspiracy theory is that maybe once people started putting the pieces together that, wait a second, this is Dr. Jen Myers, the same lady that pleaded guilty to a felony for pretending to be a doctor, then Make Wellness maybe dropped her as a co-founder to protect their reputation. Do I have any evidence of that whatsoever? No. But that's the logical conclusion that I've come to personally, seeing the series of events. I don't know about you, but this cast of characters in charge of running this new MLM does not instill even a bit of confidence in me. This is like the island of misfit toys, with all these people with checkered pasts from their own MLM companies coming together to supposedly make something great out of Make Wellness, but there are so many red flags. Now that we know who's behind all of this, let's talk about the pre-launch phase. They're also calling this the pre-enrollment phase. As I mentioned earlier, Make Wellness began operations on August 1st, 2024, but they were not open to the public. They had not officially launched the company. They were just beginning their 3-month pre-launch phase. Now, what the heck is a pre-launch phase, you might be asking? This is a period of time where there are 0 products being sold, there are no customers of this company, and the only thing happening is recruitment. This is what the pre-enrollment form looked like. It's just your personal info, like your name, your email, your address, and then you have to give a sponsor ID, meaning you have to identify an individual person already within the company who is getting credit for you signing up. They have recruited you, and now you're placed in their downline or their team, as it's also called. Notice how there is no place to put in your credit card information. There is no purchase of products happening at this point. It's just you giving your personal information to essentially secure your place within the family tree or the matrix or the pyramid or the organization, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. During the pre-launch phase, anybody can join for free as long as they identify who is recruiting them. And then once you join, you are assigned your own sponsor ID that you can give other people to input when they're joining your downline. But I just want to make it super clear that at this point, there is no business opportunity being offered. Everything is only operating based on recruitment. People are signing up and committing to becoming a salesperson for this new MLM company without having ever tried the products. Let that sink in. They don't even know if the product works, if they have a bad reaction to it, if they can even afford it, if it even tastes good. Yet they are signing their name to it and saying, yep, I'm going to be a salesperson for these products once they go live to customers. That alone should tell you that this is not about selling a product at all. This is only about recruitment and team building. In fact, pre-launch opened on August 1st, but the very first people to try these products wasn't until mid-September, a month and a half later. As far as I could tell, as far as what I saw, the first people to get these products in their hands was in mid-September when the company mailed out a few samples to the top enrollers. So in other words, the people who have recruited the most participants at this point were the first ones that got to try the products.
As one of our top pre-enrollers, you have been selected to receive 4 sample sets. Please know that the samples are not in their final packaging. Ooh, blue raspberry. Smells really good. I can smell it. It smells so good.
Yeah, you better hope that you like it.
Ooh. 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 That's good.
All she can say is, ooh, ooh. Do you have any other descriptive words you could use here? It's almost like she's trying to buy time to think of something nice to say. I'm on camera. It's the very first taste test. I better say that it's really good, but I can't come up with anything, so I'm just gonna keep saying, ooh. Imagine that it tastes disgusting, and then you're having to do this really horrible acting job. But guess what? She's gonna sit here and lie to you and say that it tastes fantastic, even if it tasted like trash, because she's already in it too deep. This is someone who is responsible for recruiting a good chunk of the 45,000 people that pre-enrolled. And here she is just now trying the products for the first time. And they only sent her 4 samples, which is confusing because the company is launching with 6 products. So she's not even getting to try all of them, just some of them. I also saw a couple clips of them handing out teeny tiny little samples in some of the in-person events too in late September. But the thing is, a tablespoon of liquid or even 1 full serving size presumably is not going to be enough for you to experience any actual results. And I'm getting ahead of myself because we're going to deep dive these products later on, but some of the product claims they're making are things like weight loss, improved focus, reduced stress, all things that you can't experience with a sip or two. These little samples are basically so that you can make sure the flavor isn't disgusting. So why would a person ever agree to sell a product that they've never even tried and they don't know if it works or not? Well, that's because it's not about the products at all, actually. Product sales and product results are not the focus of this company at this point. Here's a cold message template that I found in the Team Impact group that I snuck into, where they're encouraging their members to send this out to people trying to recruit them. It says, "Hi, insert name here. I'm really excited because I've been working on something new that I think you would be interested in. I'm not sure where you're at in the direct sales world, and I would love to hear your thoughts. As you know, I've been with X company for X amount of time, and it was an amazing experience. I have a brand new opportunity with one of my mentors who is one of the top direct sales marketers in the world." She's talking about Justin Prince right here. "He just pre-launched a brand new company with a ground floor opportunity. The products are going to be groundbreaking and the first of its kind in the wellness market." Going to be groundbreaking. We can't say they're groundbreaking yet because no one's actually tried them. But just trust us, we know that they're going to be groundbreaking. I'm super pumped about this because if you know direct sales, you know that getting in as one of the first in a company with products that will disrupt the market is key. If you know direct sales, you would know that it's not about selling the product at all, and it's all about getting in early and recruiting as many people as possible. I always said that if I got into Modere early, it would have been amazing. I would love to share more if you're open. Again, no pressure at all. I can send over a brief video explaining the overview of the company. Okay, so this cold message template is clearly coming from the perspective of somebody who was in Modere and is now joining Make Wellness at this ground floor opportunity level. This is hinting at the fact that there's a bunch of people in Modere that are jumping ship to come to Justin Prince's new company, Make Wellness, which is exactly what Modere was scared of. That's what they detailed in their lawsuit against sense, Justin. I mean, this cold messaging template tells you everything you need to know, right? These are the hot selling points. We've got a brand new company, ground floor opportunity, and if you know anything about this industry, you know that you have to get in early if you're going to be successful, so now is your shot. The primary goal in this pre-launch, pre-enrollment phase is to secure your spot in the pyramid and recruit as many people below you as possible so that when the products do go live, you've already got this established organization that you can cash out on instantly. According to the Make Wellness compensation plan, you make a commission not only from your customer sales, but also off of your downline members' purchases. So when the day comes when the products are finally on sale, everybody in the entire company is going to be placing orders, and guess what? Those who joined early and built the biggest teams during the pre-launch phase are gonna get the biggest payday. That is exactly why there's such a heavy incentive to recruit right now. I found this juicy PDF document in the Team Impact group, and it's titled Pre-Launch Playbook. And this details all the things you should be doing on a daily basis in the pre-launch phase if you want to be successful. Step 1, you should be checking in with your teammates and engaging with your followers by responding to their comments and DMs. Step 2, you should be reaching out to 5 to 10 potential customers or affiliates every single day by using these cold messaging templates they're providing for you. Step 3, you should be posting on social media daily talking about the products, which is hilarious because no one's even tried the products yet. How are you supposed to share your testimonials if you don't even know if they work or not? They're not even for sale yet. No one has even taken them. Well, as we're going to talk about later when we talk about the products, people appear to be faking and lying about their testimonies and their before and after photos. That's a juicy part. We'll get into that later. Step 4, share the opportunity by sending personalized message to people sharing the pre-launch details. And step 5, do an end of day reflection. Write down the actions you took and note down any wins or areas of improvement and plan for tomorrow. At the bottom here, it says, tip, create a morning routine where you spend 10 minutes visualizing success and setting your intentions for the day, followed by listening to a podcast or reading a chapter of a book related to entrepreneurship, wellness, or personal growth. It's the same garbage recycled through all the MLMs, you guys. The keys to success here are to cold message as many people as possible, recruit as many of them as possible, and then work on self-development so that you can manifest the rich life you desire. It's honestly laughable. It's laughable. They also have this chart breaking down how you should be spending 10 to 12 hours a week on your Make Wellness business. And again, the only action items here are to cold message people, follow up with them, post on social media, and watch the team training Zoom calls. Please note that none of these action items make you any money. You are doing all of this work 100% for free in the hopes that people will join your team so that when the products do launch, you'll make a commission off of their purchases. That's it. This is unpaid labor. You could quite literally be spending 10 to 12 hours a week promoting Make Wellness and make exactly nothing off of it if nobody follows through to actually sign up under you and actually make purchases later on. So that's the 3-month pre-launch phase in a nutshell. This is where people are cosplaying as business owners. They're on the daily grind to work their biz on the way to becoming a millionaire, but all they're doing is copying and pasting messages and making Instagram posts. It's so sad. Think of how many other productive ways they could be using their time. And here's a little side tangent. Make Wellness is coming onto the network marketing scene at a very interesting time because it coincides with a lot of other MLM companies that are going under. 2024 was the year of a lot of MLMs shutting down completely or getting rid of their MLM model because it's becoming widely recognized that MLM is not the way of the future. It's a dying industry and a lot of people are getting out of it now while they still can, while they can salvage what's left. And it's pretty coincidental that as all these companies are going down, here's this brand new company rising from the ashes, Make Wellness, and it's being hyped up everywhere and everyone's talking about it. And it's rumored that 45,000 people signed up for this thing during the pre-enrollment phase. In my opinion as to why this happened is because there are tens of thousands of people out there seeking refuge from their dying MLMs. And Make Wellness popped up at just the right time. Oh, thank goodness, there's somewhere for me to go. There's hope. At this point, the MLM industry, they're just recycling their own reps. Hardly anybody new is joining these schemes, but it's just the existing people that are frantically jumping from company to company in search of greener pastures because there's so much instability right now. That is my opinion on why I believe there are now 45,000 people signed up for the Make Wellness business opportunity before there's even any products being sold. And here's something very, very important to consider. You can pre-enroll for free, but you're gonna have to pay later down the road. You will be required to make a purchase eventually because you're gonna have to try the products eventually if you're gonna be selling them, right? So this number 45,000 people is being thrown around like like a point of pride. But my counter argument to that is I don't think that's a good indicator for how successful the company is going to be, because when push comes to shove, I think a lot of people are going to fall off the wagon when it comes time to actually submit their credit card details, especially once they realize that they're going to be pressured to buy this limited edition $500 Founders box that has all 6 of the products in it. This is not a required purchase, but you absolutely are going to be pressured to buy it, and you'll be penalized if you don't buy it. Here are 2 extremely compelling screenshots from an article on BehindMLM.com titled "Make Wellness's Pre-Launch is a Pyramid Scheme." This green box is copied and pasted from Make Wellness's terms and conditions. It says, to maintain your account position, you acknowledge that you are required to make a personal purchase of Make Wellness products by October 31st, 2024. In the event that you do not confirm your account position by making a product purchase by October 31st, you will be free to re-register an account position with Make Wellness with whatever sponsor you choose. I take that to mean that if you pre-enroll, you're securing this spot in the pyramid, in the family tree, okay? But if you don't make a purchase by October 31st, then you're dropped down to the last in line. You have to re-enroll, and then wherever you fall now in the family tree is what position you're stuck with. And this article goes on to say, this is pay to play, a strong indicator of a pyramid scheme in multi-level marketing. This article was initially published on August 20th, and only 10 days later on August 30th, they posted an update to the article. It says, update, likely in response to this article, Make Wellness has abandoned its mandatory purchase pay to play business model. Instead, Make Wellness now financially penalizes affiliates who do not purchase products when they sign up. Again, the green box is copied and pasted from the new terms and conditions, and it says you do not need to make a purchase to become a Make Wellness affiliate. Affiliates who finalize their account and pre-order the Founders box starting October 14th, 2024 will receive early access to the products, a commemorative box, 5 $20 shareable discounts, and this is the important part, these affiliates will also gain early access to start sharing Make Wellness with customers from November 1st to 15th. Affiliates who finalize their account but do not pre-order the Founders box will be able to start sharing Make Wellness with customers beginning on November 16th. Financially penalizing affiliates who don't commit to a product purchase is still indicative of a pay-to-play pyramid scheme. So what these new terms are saying is that, okay, you don't have to make a purchase, you're not required to make a purchase, but if you do go ahead and pay $500 to order the Founders box, then you are going to become eligible to start selling the products and making a commission a full 2 weeks before those who decided that they were not going to buy the box. This is astounding. What we have here is a brand new multi-level marketing company that is rewarding you for recruiting and penalizing you for not making purchases. I am not going to personally state, as a matter of fact, that Make Wellness is functioning as a pyramid scheme because I could get sued for that. But it is of my opinion that this looks to be some kind of pay-to-play operation of some kind. Those who spend money and recruit other people are rewarded. At the very least, I see this whole setup as really unethical, but I'll let you be the judge of that for yourself. The Founders box was only on sale for 2 weeks between October 14th to October 27th, with the main purpose of this box to be serving as a keepsake. The idea behind it is that you buy it, you unbox it on social media to brag about how you were one of the very few that got your hands on it, and then you keep it forever and ever, maybe even displaying it in your house somewhere as a reminder that you were there in the beginning. You were one of the few. You claimed your spot in the early days back when the company offered a Founders box, and you bought one so that you can say you bought one. And interestingly, rumor has it that this whole Founders box idea was stolen from Modere. It's allegedly an idea that Justin Prince brought with him to Make Wellness from his experience with his former company. Here's Justin himself promoting it.
All right, my friends, so check this out. I am holding the very first edition of our Founders box. This is for our founding affiliates with our new company, Make Wellness. These are shipping only for 4 days, from October 28th, October 31st. The work that's gone on, currently we've had about 34,000 people that have basically pre-enrolled saying, hey, listen, I want to be part of this. So let me just kind of walk you through some of the work we've done here. So it's embossed on the front with Make Wellness, the building blocks of better health. Welcome to the Founders Club. It's kind of cool for all of our founding affiliates. The first step in your journey starts here. So everything is nature. So as you're unlocking nature, as you open these up, same with all of our packaging. This is a magnetic box. So we partner with the same company that does work for the NFL, PGA, Tiffany's, Porsche to create an incredible experience for our founding affiliates.
Wow, a magnetic box made by the same packaging company that does work for Tiffany and Porsche. Nothing screams luxury quite like a box with a magnetic flap, you know what I mean?
As you open this up, all the products will fit nicely in here. We'll have a cardstock 8x11 that people can actually write on some of their dreams, some of their goals, some of the things they're looking to accomplish. This note is awesome, and I think it'll be really, really powerful. It has the Make Wellness here, kind of in ocean, right, with the ocean background. I love these little like details, like make magic happen. It's part of the inside of the magnet. And as people unbox this and open this, I think we're gonna create a ton of buzz on social media as people see this.
Exactly. It's all for buzz on social media. The main motivation for dropping $500 on this box is so that you can show it off on your social media. It's embarrassing.
So it's really cool, really emotive. It's the kind of thing that, you know, people are like, man, they'll hold on to it. Like I remember where I was when this kind of stuff hits your door. So appreciate all of your guys' support. Super excited to share this with you. Can't wait until, October 28th and 9th and beginning of November as you're seeing these online and seeing people do their unboxing. It's gonna be pretty special. Appreciate all your support, guys. You're the best.
And ultimately, the plan to use the Founders Box as a social media selling point worked. You can see a lot of people doing exactly as intended, getting on their social media, doing a live stream to show off their pay-to-play prize. And one last thing I want to point out for this section on the pre-launch, Make Wellness started paying out commissions on October 28th. And this date is significant because that is the day after the order window for the Founders Box closes, but it's before the products go on sale to retail customers on November 1st. What that means is they're starting to pay out commissions to their affiliates before they've ever sold any products to customers. The only commissions being paid out are based on the sale of the Founders Boxes and whatever other purchases made by the Make Wellness reps themselves. No outside customers, no retail sales. This is a closed system. People in the organization are only making money off of the purchases of other people in the organization. I will let you decide what you think that should be called. Speaking of products though, let's dig into these. This gets juicy. As I mentioned earlier, these are what the company calls bioactive precision peptides. And what the heck are peptides is what I was asking myself initially. And a very surface level Google search brought me to this Medical News Today article that says peptides are smaller versions of proteins. They may provide pro-aging support, anti-inflammatory, or muscle building properties. Okay, great. And the word bioactive just simply means that this thing has an effect on a living organism. So the phrase bioactive precision peptides can be more easily understood as peptides that target certain outcomes in the human body. But of course, gotta make it sound all fancy so that people buy it. And I figured the best person to explain to you what these Make Wellness peptides are designed to do would be none other than Justin Prince himself.
Hey, this is Justin Prince, the founder of Make Wellness. We're excited that you're here checking out more about our company and more about our bioactive precision peptides. Odds are you've had a friend refer you to this video or to this site saying, hey, this is interesting. I want you to check it out. So my goal in these next just couple minutes together is to share with you more about what we're up to and to see if I can answer a couple of your questions. Now, you're hearing a lot about peptides. Peptides are really the future of what's happening in health and wellness. Now, the challenge with peptides as they are today is they're synthetic chemical compounds made in a lab. They're expensive and they're hard to get access to, and there's really not a trusted source. So as we were putting our business together, we thought, what if you could solve some of these problems with peptides because the peptides themselves are so powerful. And so as we did this global search, we found research labs that are using artificial intelligence data platforms to identify, to isolate, and to do human clinical studies on peptides from nature. So instead of them coming from a lab, they're from nature. And Mother Nature is the ultimate biochemist. Her pharmacy is the natural world. And that's when we launched this company, Make Wellness.
Already within the first minute of this video, we've got these big words being thrown around. Synthetic chemical compounds, research labs using artificial intelligence data platforms, Mother Nature is the ultimate biochemist. As if this is supposed to make sense to anybody. This is what I call a word salad. We're just scraping together whatever we can find and throwing it all into the script so that when the viewer watches it, they're impressed by our big words. Typically with the goal being that you hope the viewer is going to suspend their critical thinking skills. They're not really going to be following what you're saying. They're not really processing it, but they're just going to take it as fact because it sounds really official and fancy and scientific, and there must be some meaning behind it. I just don't understand it right now.
And so we put the company together and we opened up a pre-enrollment on August 1st. And man, the response has been nothing short of unbelievable. We've had tens of thousands of people that have said, hey, this makes sense to me. I'd like to be part of this.
No, it's not making sense to them. They just know that the best way to make it to a top of an MLM is to be one of the first enrolled in it. That's why you have tens of thousands of people signed up, not because the products make sense to them.
What's exciting with Make Wellness is the products themselves. We're going to launch 6 products this fall, and this will be part of our original line. This won't be where the line stops. All of our products are based on I am statements. So I am fit, I am lean, I am energized, I am focused, I'm hydrated, I am calm. I like to tell people, do you know anyone that would not like to be, fit, lean, energized, and focused? I think all of us would, right? So first is fit. What's so exciting about this one is this has a metabolic matrix technology in this product. It's a stick pack you'll drink every morning, tastes like an orange sunrise. It's got a really mild taste, no chemically taste.
This product has a metabolic matrix technology. Come on, dude, give me a break. This is the word salad thing that drives me nuts.
And what's awesome about this product is it actually helps you to both maintain and build lean muscle. Now, you don't have to be a CrossFit champion or a bodybuilder to care about lean muscle. In fact, women specifically, men too, but women specifically, about age 40, we lose about 2 to 3% of our muscle mass per year. This happens to men as well. And so we want to maintain muscle. A simple way to think about it is muscle. Lean muscle is the fountain of youth. And so this product actually has peptides that will help you to both maintain lean muscle, build lean muscle, and then also to recover more rapidly. It also can increase your body's production of NAD. What people love about lean is the clinical studies on the peptide from lean with our Apticurb complex technology.
It says here that this product has an Apticurb Trim Fast Complex, whatever that means. It doesn't really matter if you know what it means as long as you're wooed by the product claims and you drop your money on it. So far we've got bioactive precision peptides, metabolic matrix technology, and Apticurb Trim Fast Complex. What else is next?
Is that about 100% of the weight folks are losing is coming from fat, specifically through the trunk areas. They're losing about 65% of the weight through the trunk area with DEXA scans. They're losing an average of 2 inches off the waistline. They were eating about 600 calories less per day. And you know how it is. If you go on a calorie-restricted diet, then you get grumpy, right? No one wants to be around you. What this also did is it helped to control and regulate the ghrelin and the leptin, which is your hunger and your satiety hormones. So it makes you, where people can enjoy you and you can enjoy your journey. So we have fit, lean, focused. As you know, we live in the most distracted time in human history. Right? We've never had more distractions hitting us at all times. It's harder and harder to get focused and to maintain your focus.
The box of this product says Cognifocus Power Blend, and on the screen below that it says Advanced Biorhythm Blend. I just cannot take this seriously. At this point, Make Wellness needs its own dictionary. This is getting ridiculous. What did I say at the start of this video about needing some big presentation where you're listening to a bunch of fancy words just to figure out what the heck the product is supposed to do?
What you're going to love with this product is it actually has peptides that help to increase both the oxygen and the blood flow to your brain to where you can get dialed in, you can get laser focused. It also helps you with the blue light. We're all looking at our phones all the time. Energized is an incredible product because Energized actually, not only does it help you with your energy, it has a sustained release natural source of caffeine so there's not that pop and drop, it's a sustained release of caffeine. It also helps to increase your serotonin and your dopamine levels. Now, in addition to our peptide products, we have also what we call our support products that support the function of the peptide in the body. The first one is Hydrated. And Hydrated, as you know, one of the reasons we go through so much, whether it's stress or some of the different issues we do, is because we're dehydrated. So it's a grapefruit flavor. You can sip on it throughout the day, and this will actually enhance the way that the peptides work in your system. Then in addition to that one, we also have Calm. What you're going to love about Calm is it's what's called a direct to mouth. You remember when we were kids, they had pixie sticks? You just put it in direct to mouth. That's how Calm works. And a friend of mine described it as it's like a warm blanket, being thrown over you. So Calm is an amazing product as well. So we're launching 6 products this fall. We'll launch more as we move forward.
Now, I'm not buying any of this, are you? As with most health and wellness supplement products sold through an MLM model, it all sounds way too good to be true. I find it very hard to believe that if you just take these 6 supplements every single day, that you're going to lose weight, you're going to have lean muscle mass, it's going to control your hunger, it's going to increase the oxygen flow to your brain, it's going to help you focus, it's going to increase the dopamine and serotonin levels, it's going to help you relax better. Show me the studies. Show me the proof that Make Wellness products actually do all these things you're claiming. I haven't found any. In fact, when I was digging through the Team Impact group, searching through all their materials, I found a folder titled Clinical Studies and Trials. And I was like, sweet, perfect, here they are. But when you click on it, all that pops up is a text box that says there are clinicals on certain ingredients people can search on their own for specific things. There's not too many, but they are there. The way I hollered when I read this the first time, I was like, oh my God, I wish I caught my reaction on video. Because if this isn't the most MLM-y response to a question about clinical trials that I have ever seen. Oh yeah, clinical trials. See, about those, we don't actually have any of those, but I'm sure that if you just Google the specific ingredients, you could probably find something out there on Google. It's just too good. It's comedic gold. Aside from this entirely unhelpful text box, all I was able to find in the team impact group regarding clinical trials, product claims, product ingredients was a training call hosted by Alan Jones, who has been hired by Make Wellness to be their director of science. This is a 48-minute call where he goes over every product and every ingredient one by one and explains the science behind the ingredients. I'll link the whole video below if you want to bore yourself to tears, but I'm just going to play you 2 minutes of it. You'll get a good sense about what the rest of this video sounds like.
My name is Alan Jones. I'm a nutritional biochemist with over 33 years of experience formulating products, manufacturing products. I've spent the last several years of my life as president and CEO of 4 different manufacturing companies and pharmaceutical manufacturing companies as well for the last 3. And now I have joined Make Wellness as their director of science, and I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be able to teach you a little bit about our active ingredients that we have, the other active ingredients that we have in our products tonight. It's very important that we understand how the metabolic matrix technology works synergistically with the Peptide Plus. And so here we're going to get into the components of our metabolic matrix technology. The first is nicotinamide riboside, or you'll see it as NR. NR is a precursor to another nicotinamide or niacin compound called NAD+. Okay, that's nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide plus. Without adequate pyridoxal 5-phosphate, our peptides, our bioactive peptides, cannot operate and function like they're supposed to function. Methylcobalamin is a cofactor to enzymes that catalyze the transfer of methyl groups in proteins and nucleotides, and it is a coenzyme for the conversion of homocysteine to methionine. Homocysteine is a toxic amino acid derivative to our bodies, and so we have to remove those toxins. If we don't, that toxin will actually impede muscle protein synthesis and muscle function.
Can you believe that that was only 1 minute and 52 seconds of a 48-minute video? I don't know about you, but I retained exactly none of that. I felt like I was back in high school science class. This does not make sense to the average person. This is gibberish as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, I suppose it's good that they have someone who seems to know what he's talking about, very well versed on all these ingredients and how they work in the body, to come and do a training call on all the ingredients one by one. But generally speaking, in my experience, I have found that scientists are not great teachers. They're great at what they do. They fully understand exactly what they're talking about, but they're not explaining it in a way where other people know what they're talking about. And this is a big gripe I have with MLM companies generally, is that they never seem to have their products tested by independent third-party labs. They never do clinical trials. They very rarely seem to have their products tested by independent third-party labs. They very, very rarely have clinical trials for effectiveness. All they do is they hire their own in-house professionals to come in, do a presentation, and make all these word salad statements about the ingredients and their proposed effectiveness. And I find myself to be really skeptical and cynical when it comes to that, because of course the guy you're paying to come in and be your director of science is going to position these products in the best light and make them seem as revolutionary and groundbreaking as possible. And he must know what he's talking about if he's a biochemist and he's throwing out these big scientific words, right? But I don't exactly have faith in Make Wellness's ability to hire credible sources. Shall I remind you of the Jen Myers, Jen Milk situation? Please remember that these supplements are not regulated by the FDA, and as far as I know, they're not third-party tested at this point. There aren't any published clinical trials that I could find, and we just have to take the company's word for it that these ingredients are in their products in the specified quantities and that they do actually work in the human body the way they're claiming. But there's like zero concrete proof or evidence of this. And you know what? My faith in these products only diminished further once I saw people posting their testimonies online starting in November after the products went on sale. It's my personal opinion that a lot of these Make Wellness testimonies and before and after photos are fake, and that Make Wellness participants are lying about the results they're getting from these products, all in the name of trying to make a sale. Take this for example. Here's a Facebook post from November 22nd, 2024 from a guy in the MLM company Body, which actually is not going to be an MLM anymore. They're one of the companies that announced that they are ditching the MLM model going forward because it's not lucrative. I have an entire video about that on my channel if you're interested. But here he is on November 22nd posting before and after photos showing his results after doing 4 rounds of P90X over the last year. P90X is one of Body's workout programs. So he's saying that he has done that program 4 times in the last year. Here's his 1-year transformation. Great. Well, when you go and look at the Team Impact platform, they have an entire folder of photos titled Product Testimonies. And who do we find other than the former Body rep who is now involved with Make Wellness and claiming that he got these results in just 16 days with peptides? So which one is it, buddy? Did you get these results from 1 year of working out consistently with your old MLM Body? Or did you get the results from 16 days of drinking peptides with your new MLM Make Wellness? I think the answer is pretty obvious, and this post is incredibly deceptive. Same thing here. This is another guy posting his before and after results from taking 5 of the Make Wellness peptide products for just a few weeks. This post is dated November 21st of 2024, but if you scroll back on his Instagram profile, you can find the exact same before photo posted on May 15th of 2024 when he was showing his 8-week results from a weightlifting and running program. So we know that this before photo was actually taken as early as March of 2024, but here he is 8 months later using the exact same photo to claim that these results came from taking Make Wellness peptides. I mean, if you put these 2 posts side by side, I think it's fair to say that even the after photos were likely taken on the exact same day back in May too. Same backwards hat, same chain, same shorts tucked in the same way. Both pictures are taken out in his garage gym, nearly identical physique. He just recycled the same photos that he took back in May to show his progress from working out consistently and reposted them in November claiming that it's all thanks to peptides. This is disgusting. Downright lying about your results so that you can sell these peptides to people. Shame on you. This folder of testimony photos is so gross. Here's one woman claiming that she lost 6.5 pounds in only 8 days. Thanks to Make Wellness peptides, which would be an incredibly unhealthy rate of weight loss and unsustainable as well if it's true. This is a screenshot of somebody saying they lost 6 pounds in 2 days, also incredibly unhealthy. And what's more likely in that situation is that it's probably something like water weight. You're not losing 6 pounds of fat in 2 days, I can tell you that. Here's a person claiming 4 pounds of weight lost in a week. These before and after photos are so easy to fake too. This is supposedly 1 week results, but to me it looks like she's standing relaxed in the first photo and then engaging her core in the second photo. These 2 photos are supposedly taken a week apart, but the angle of the photo is completely different. She's standing really close to the camera in the first photo and then standing farther away in the second photo. Did you know that your perception of an object is that it gets smaller the farther away it is from you? Try taking these photos from the same angle next time and maybe the results will be more believable. This looks like somebody who just sucked in her belly and pulled her shorts up a little bit higher in the second photo to make it seem like she got more toned in 7 days. We all understand how incredibly easy it is to fake these kinds of pictures and how things like lighting, angle, posture, clothing placement, core engagement all make the biggest difference. But the point being, these are the photos that are being collected in this team's group page that they are then encouraging others to download to their own device and go post on their own social media and share it as a testimony. Hey, my friend so-and-so got these great results. And they just get circulated and regurgitated all across the internet to entice people to look into Make Wellness and to buy these peptides. It's these creative and fake before and after photos that become the basis of the entire product testimony. And what's interesting is the vast majority of testimonials you'll see about Make Wellness are involving some kind of drastic weight loss in a really short period of time. Very rarely do you see people talking about the mental effects. And I'm assuming that's because it's a lot easier to show in a photo the physical effects than it would be to show the mental effects. And weight loss is a huge pain point for a lot lot of people. And so seeing a before and after photo of these great results is really enticing for people looking for a quick fix. But remember that these products haven't been for sale for that long anyway. So of course, any testimony you see is going to be about these great results in a short period of time, because these people have only been using it for a short period of time. And let's talk quickly about the pricing. How much are these supplements going to set you back? All 6 of these products are sold in a 30-day supply, and they range from $50 a box to $120 a box. But of course, if you really want to be maximizing your results, you better be taking most, if not all, of these products at the same time. The total for all 6 products is $450, and given that they only give you a 30-day supply, this would likely be a recurring monthly cost for you. $450 a month or $5,400 a year in peptide supplements. Absolutely outrageous. $450 a month is some people's monthly grocery budget. Think about that. Imagine spending that much money on pills and powders that you think are going to fix your life. That is so sad. And the thing about MLMs is that the participants not only think the products are going to change their life, but they think the business opportunity is going to change their life as well. This is their ticket to financial freedom. This is the thing that's going to make them a ton of money. It's going to allow them to quit their job and experience the life of their dreams, okay? So let's spend some time going over this compensation plan and seeing how realistic of a goal that really is for you. Once again, I think the best person to describe the compensation plan is Justin Prince himself.
We wanted to forge the future instead of trying to preserve the past and create a durable and sustainable compensation model for the long term. So you can actually build a customer base, build a team, and have something that's durable and sustainable.
Using the adjectives durable and sustainable to describe an MLM model is really ironic.
We get paid to do 3 things, 3 behaviors. You'll get paid to become a premier affiliate. You'll learn more what that means here just in one moment. You'll get paid to develop premier affiliates. And so we want to reward you and compensate you for developing other people and helping them to succeed. And then lastly is you get paid to drive total team sales, because I don't care if you're in direct sales or restaurants or real estate, we're all paid on the same thing, which is revenue. And so we wanted to help you to drive more customer acquisition.
So you get paid a commission when you sell the product yourself, and you also get paid for team building activities such as recruiting other people into the business opportunity and when those teammates also make sales. This is the same structure as every MLM on the planet, basically. But every MLM has their own fancy language to go along with it. In Make Wellness, you're called a premier affiliate. In Mon8, you're a market partner. In Arbonne, you're an independent consultant. In doTERRA, you're a wellness advocate. Different names, same thing. It's just fluff to give the impression that this company is different and that it's better than the others.
So the first concept that you're going to want to understand is what we call your circle cells. The idea of this is just your circle of influence. And this is kind of a really cool revolutionary innovation that we've brought to this world, which is this idea of customers, direct affiliates, and your own personal orders. So,
Innovation.
So your circle of influence is all of your customer cells. Part of what's cool with this is all of your customers that refer to customers, that refer to customers, that refer to customers, all of those count as your personal customer. Then all of your direct affiliates, you know, inevitably might have folks that say something to the effect of, hey, I want to do what you're doing. You know, it makes sense to me. And so you'll have direct affiliates and then also your own order. Once you have sold over $1,500 of customer and direct affiliate sales, anything that you purchase up to $500, actually you get a commission on as well, and you earn up to 40% commission on your circle cells.
I am internally screaming because they're calling it a circle of influence rather than a pyramid or an organization or a downline. Rather than visualizing it like this, like a pyramid representing a person who recruits people, who recruits people, who recruit people, we're now visualizing it like this, a circle of influence. We're all standing together, holding hands in a big circle, one big happy family, okay? Do you think Justin Prince buys his own bullshit? These MLM founders will do everything in their power to distance themselves from the pyramid imagery. But I'm sorry to tell you, it doesn't matter how you illustrate it in your pretty PowerPoint, it all functions the same way. And I don't know if you caught it in there, but he mentioned very briefly that you get paid a commission on your own purchases as well. He said that if you sell $1,500 of product, I'm assuming that's within the month, then you unlock the ability to earn commissions on your own purchases up to $500. Speaking from what I've seen personally in my 3 years that I've been making anti-MLM content is that companies whose compensation plans allow for people to make a commission off their own purchases actually backfires and results in more potential for overspending and more potential to fall into debt or to fall into the negative with your business. And because let's say that it's getting close to the end of the month, that deadline is coming up, you're only $300 away from hitting your next rank. Well, your personal purchases count towards your monthly sales quota and you can get a commission on the stuff you buy too. So I guess I'll just go ahead and place an order for $300 worth of products that I don't actually need right now, but I might as well. It's gonna help me hit my monthly sales numbers. And what happens is that you get into this habit of relying on that safety net of just being able to place your own orders and pay your way to the next rank. And then these people end up with stockpiles of unwanted, unneeded product that they probably can't even use before it expires because it was only purchased to upkeep the monthly sales volume requirements by the compensation plan. And if you took the time to put it all on a spreadsheet and balance out your earnings versus your expenses, you might find that you're actually just breaking even on this whole thing, or even worse, you're spending more money than you're making, which means that you've lost money. It is of my opinion that if a company's compensation plan allows for somebody to benefit off of their own purchases, then that's immediately setting you up for failure. It's a very slippery slope.
If you start here kind of at the left, the monthly sales, this is kind of the monthly sales chart, the commission percentages. One other cool feature is that you'll earn between $75 to $200 a month of free shopping credits that you just spend as cash on the site. So you can, as you start building your circle of influence, you can get either free product or a steep discount. And then we have kind of the minimum commissions at each level. The level that you really want to focus on is right here, this Premier Affiliate. Premier Affiliate starts when you have $2,000 of circle sales. Again, that's a combination of all of your customers, all of your direct affiliates orders, and even your own personal order. So $2,000 of sales helps you to become what we call a Premier Affiliate. At a Premier Affiliate, you get a $75 shopping credit, and most importantly, you earn a $500 cash commission. You'll notice there's a big jump here from $140 to $500 because what happens is, as a Premier Affiliate, the company does what's called a top-up. So they top you up to at least $500 in commissions. So if your commission comes in at $450, the company will pay an extra $50. If it comes in at $490, they'll pay you an extra $10. If your commissions come in at $550, you just keep going and they'll pay you your full commissions and you don't have to stop there. So when you become a Premier Affiliate, this is really an important part of the compensation structure. You'll earn at least $500 a month.
This is actually a very unique feature from this compensation plan that I have not seen from other MLM companies I've looked into. This whole top-up thing where they're saying if you're at this rank, we're guaranteeing to pay you a minimum of this much commission per month. And if we look at this compensation plan chart closer, the rank that they're really incentivizing you to get to is Premier Affiliate. This is the 4th rank in the company, and this is where you start getting those top-up commissions as well as a monthly product credit to spend on your own products. But what I want you to notice is what it takes for you to get there. You have to have at least $2,000 in monthly sales between you and your teammates, those you have recruited. Could you achieve $2,000 in sales just from your own personal customers? Yeah, maybe. I would estimate that you'd probably need somewhere between 10 and 15 regular customers placing orders through you every single month to maintain this rank. All on your own efforts, all on your own personal customers. But you know what would make it easier to hit that rank? Recruit people to be on your team because their sales numbers and purchases also count towards your monthly quotas. So now it's easy to see why recruitment is heavily incentivized, even if not directly. There's no column on this chart saying that you need X number of recruits to hit certain ranks, but common sense will tell you that yeah, you do have to be recruiting and building a team if you're going to be able to manage these higher and higher monthly sales quotas. There is, however, another very direct incentive to recruit, and that is bonus checks when you achieve a certain number of other Premier Affiliates on your team.
When you become a Premier Affiliate, and let's say you develop 3 Premier Affiliates that are direct to you, 3 direct Premier Affiliates, the company will guarantee at least a $1,500 a month payout as you're a Premier Affiliate and you have 3 direct Premier Affiliates. So again, this is that top-up mechanism. So if your commissions are more than this, you can keep going, it's all good, but you'll make at least $1,500.
Again, with the fancy language being used, okay? You can earn a $1,500 bonus when you help develop 3 other Premier affiliates. Not recruit, develop. This is just a dumb way of saying that if you recruit 3 people onto your team and they all hit the rank of Premier affiliate themselves, you're gonna get paid for that. You get paid for recruitment. That is the moral of the story. And he goes on to say that if you have 4 Premier affiliates below you, then that's a $2,000 monthly bonus. If you have 5 Premier affiliates below you, that's a $3,000 monthly bonus. So you can earn more and more and more money the more people you recruit. And notice that if you hit the rank of Premier affiliate, you're gonna earn a minimum commission of $500. That's fine. But if you can get 5 other Premier affiliates on your team, that's an extra $3,000 bonus for you, reinforcing the fact that this is a recruitment-based compensation plan, and that is where the higher earning potential lies. Those with larger teams make more money. That's all you need to know. But there is one more hilarious thing from this presentation that I wanted to show you.
So where we're at now is we've talked about your circle sales. You get up to 40% commission on all of your customers' orders, your direct affiliates' personal orders, and then even you can earn a commission on your own order as well. And then this affiliate customer sales, you can earn up to 10% of all of your direct affiliates' customers' orders. But then that leads to the back end of our compensation structure. You know, after you build out the 1-level affiliate, you can actually participate in an override of helping as you're developing other Premier affiliates. So we pay in what we call tiers.
Oh my God.
So instead of a level, you can get paid on these tiers. They're much more dynamic than a level. It allows you to, reach super deep within a structure of people who referred other affiliates.
This man will do anything to avoid drawing a damn pyramid on his presentation. Look at these visuals. They are killing me. It's not a pyramid, it's a circle. They're not levels, they're tiers. It's just so comical, the lengths that they will go to try and make it seem like they're coming up with something new and innovative, when really the answer to the scheme is right here in big bold letters. Your goal is to develop Premier affiliates. That's all you need to know. The rest of his presentation gets really in the weeds about things like overrides and team bonuses and founders bonuses and all this stuff we don't care about because we're not joining this company anyway, okay? We're moving on. I just really wanted to drive the point home that this compensation plan is a variation of every other MLM structure. You're incentivized to recruit people who recruit people who recruit people, and you make a commission off of each other's sales and purchases. That's all this is. Same as every MLM that came before it, same as every MLM that's coming after it. It's not revolutionary, it's not special, it's just the hot new company to hit the market right now that people are treating as their ticket to success because the way to make it to the top is to get in early. And that, my friends, concludes the deep dive into the new company, Make Wellness. I'm definitely planning to make more videos about Make Wellness in the future now that I've snuck into these team groups and stuff because they're continually updating the information all the time. In fact, I've already downloaded like 9 of their Zoom calls to my computer, but I have yet to watch them because they're all like 30 to 40 minutes each, and it would be way too much to include in this video anyway, but the point in saying that is that I think there's going to be more videos about Make Wellness coming soon. I'm going to dig into those Zoom calls, I'm going to see if there's anything good in there, and potentially make those Zoom calls their own videos where we can really dissect everything that's being said and see how the opportunity is being pitched within these teams, what they're encouraging you to do, what they're saying you have to do if you're going to be successful. Recruitment. And even though this video is the deep dive that covers the products, the founders, the compensation plan, there's absolutely opportunity to dive even deeper into it to see how all of these things are playing out in action within these teams. So please make sure you're subscribed. Keep an eye out for those in the future. That's everything I have for you for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next one real soon.